Greetings once again. West Indian Indish tongue. Chapter 1, Paradigm Shift. 1. Language as ancestral continuity. The invaders of 1492 carried their own foreign tongues, Castilian Spanish, Portuguese, later, quote-unquote, English and French. Long before their arrival, the Americas, again, long before their arrivals, the Americas already resonate with ancient Sanskrit, Sanskritum, Indish, and Ibri languages of sacred vibration, trade, and ceremonial utterance. What is now dismissed as broken English is in truth a dialectical shield, a fusion of ancestral cadence with imposed vocabulary, preserving rhythm and world view even under conquest. No, not gonna say boy sovereign money not easy, but check my whole tape no man, I'm not gonna hear me talk them thing many years ago. Many years ago. Yeah man, the Sanskrit where you see them go over there where the Hindu them are flirt with, it derived from us, we teach the earth, history, express that, and the literature and narratives will soon catch up. Really. But when we sow the seed of righteousness and goodness, you have something else came after, and sow a seed of discord, doubt, and fear. So this is what the Adam experience now. The inversion of what was before. Forgive me, excuse me. Yeah, I'm on the inversion of what was before. Now, number 2, we look at the colonial misclassification. Colonial scholars labeled West Indian speech as patois or broken, a term of diminishment. This framing served conquest. If the language was broken, then the people were inferior. In reality, West Indian tongues, plural, are unified dialectical, again, dialectical continuity, meaning it persists, carrying the syntax of sovereignty and the memory of pre-colonial speech systems. Number 3, the paradigm of unity. Across islands and archipelagos, the dialects interweave. Listen carefully, warriors out there. Jamaican, Trinidadian, Barbadian, Dominican, Haitian, St. Lucian, all of these ones, all of y'all, what am I call CARICOM members, West Indian region, West Indian area, Caribbean, all of y'all, all variations of one indigenous continuum. This unity was fractured only when foreigners imposed their standard languages, teaching division instead of continuity. The West Indian paradigm asserts that unity was never lost. It remained encoded in rhythm, tone, and communal speech. So irrespective of how we prop up our words, how we rearrange our, dialect, I want Awakan speech, I want Indish, I want Ibri, and we're not going to allow foreign colonizers to restrict us to just one specific tongue. No, because we are trade from time immemorial. We have people amongst us who adapt the very variation where we, say, propagate out there in the earth. Again, Sanskritam, that is a language where them say them the one we repossess. That's when NASA did publish. So the Sanskritam belong to us. When you learn Sanskritam, it teaches you how to create new languages, words, structures. Literally, it gives you proper speech, kind of tell you where and how to pronounce, where to place your tongue, forget the correct guttural or th sound, all of these things. Get it with the common English. Yeah, man. So, and then when we look at the Ibri, it come right back down to the Hebrew where you see them claim for themselves. I don't get these foreign usurpers absolutely nothing, because I am ancient. So me I move with anciency. So that means our truth, ancient. Our truth is the root, not go beyond our truth. Absolutely nothing. Uno better come with uno truth. Yeah, man. So again, all variation of one indigenous continuum. This unity was fractured only when foreigners imposed their standardized languages, teaching division instead of continuity. Now, the West Indian paradigm asserts that unity has never, ever been lost. It remains encoded in the rhythm, in our tone, and in our communal speech. Now, for sovereign declaration, language is not broken, it is resilient. The West Indian tongue is a living archive of pre colonial sovereignty, predating European invasion. To claim the West Indian tongue is to declare our words are not fragments of empire, but echo of eternity. Yeah, man. Posterity. Ceremonial assertion. The West Indian paradigm enshrines that the Indian language is ancestral, not derivative. Dialectic is unity, not division. Sovereignty is spoken through the tongue as much as through the land and the lineage. Consanguine. Chapter 2. The usurpation of the tongue. Again, the usurpation of the tongue. 1. The foreign appropriation. The Eurasian colonizers who arrived under banners of empire did not merely conquer land, they conquered language. They took the sacred term Indish in speech of the original people, again Indish, the speech of the original peoples, and reshape it into English, claiming authorship of a tongue that was never theirs, these Germanic sodomites. Their English was a hybrid of conquest, born of Germanic, Norse, and Norman roots, a language of dominion, not of origin. Yet they imposed it upon the world as the standard of civilization, erasing the memory of the tongues that predated them. Number two, the theft of identity. By renaming Indish as English, the colonizers performed a linguistic theft, a symbolic act of erasure. The sacred syllables that once carried the resonance of Sanskrit, Ibri, and Arawak were absorbed into a foreign grammar. This was not evolution, it was appropriation disguised as progress. The colonizer's dictionary became the new scripture, and the ancestral word was declared broken. Don't make them tell us, boy, we are talk broken English and all that nonsense there. Fire burn them and tell them SYM. Even when you go in their parliament, you tell them SYM. Brawling. Number three, the hidden continuum. But the West Indian tongue refused extinction. Beneath the imposed vocabulary, the ancient rhythm survived. The cadence of the drum, the syntax of the sea, the tonal sovereignty of the ancestors. It not gone away. Una hear it a verbiate through me, naturally, organically, ancestrally, historically, permanently. Yeah. Every phase of so-called broken English is in truth a cipher of continuity, carrying the pulse of pre-colonial speech through centuries of suppression. Don't let them fool you. I am he. Number four, the paradigm reclaimed. To speak West Indian dialect is to speak resistance. It is to reclaim the sacred from the stolen. The West Indian paradigm declares that the colonizer's English is a borrowed garment, and the true tongue, Indish, remain the living voice of the ancestors here in the Americas. Our words are not broken. They are unbroken echoes of the first dawn. Chapter 3, the hidden continuum. 1. The pulse beneath conquest. When empire, like these foreign people, sought to silence the ancestral tongue, it could not silence the drum. The rhythm of the people became the heartbeat of resistance, echoing through plantation fields, marketplaces, and sacred gathering. Each syllable, each chant, each call and response carried the syntax of freedom, disguised as the colonizers' borrowed words. Don't let them tell you about English belong to them. Are you people insane? How the Mexican come out of Germany speaking my language and my tongue, and then they're going to claim it as their own. They can't try it with we around here, so it don't work. 2. The cadence of memory. The West Indian voice moves like the tide, rising, falling, returning. Its cadence is not random, never random. It is ancestral choreography. Again, it is divine ancestral choreography. The same rhythm that guided Sanskrit hymns, Arawak invocation, and the Ibri prayers. Here, I'm going to break it down. Ada asan arehaiha, asuna da ishata, anada huwasa, purasa, nada uwashita. Yeah, yeah. Aya, mada, shauda. Ayamada Ishata. Ayamada Anurada. Ayamada Umashita. Ayama Ahuwa. Yeah. Yeah, man, that's how we go on, man. So when you talk about the prayers, that's how we carry it. When we talk about the invocation around, that's how we have it. And when we talk about the hymns, the Sanskrit is there. All like the right from us, do not let them fool you. Yeah, man, they are imposters out there. Literally. Through this cadence, the people remember who they were, even when their names were changed or rearranged. Before I go further, let me express this with clarity. A couple of things, if I can be clear. One, we talk about the headdress. When you see the Indian headdress with the big feathers, all it do is represent the ray of the sun. Later, we'll go down into that. The next thing, when you see some people have the inversion of the words, as them would have said ja, and them have said ya, the correction for us here as West Indian is iya, iya. It spelled I-A-H. I remember in our ancient trade distinction, let's put it that way, because we now make certain claim where ones are gonna go crazy about. But everybody have trade language where them work with. The I represent a unique letter in a way they would call the alphabetical order, because the I was the only letter was stand by itself, and you never use the I in a common sense, really. Really, just check the ancient, depiction and pictograph. So I remember we start with the sign language, and then, we matriculate to a point where, yeah, you see the written word. However, before the sign language, we did a move telepathically. Yeah, it's like me can day I met my brethren Jaguar, I know my phone ring and I in that are the ones that I met, so I am just give them a bell and the man them laugh and surprise. Yeah, man, telepathically, man. And it will scare people when people run from them energy there. Really, cause them will realize that, yeah, omnipotence and nothing strange when you reach a level. You understand? That's why when I make them fool, we don't tell ourselves to look here and or there or over there or out there for no God. You understand? If you can't find God within you, it don't exist nowhere else. Anything else. A fiction, a fraud, an imposter. Literally. Don't take my word for it, Go and go apply on yourself, man, so you can stretch out. So you can at least attain a level where you can smile at yourself and say, wait, I with this. And I man can say, celebrate. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, you have arrived. But it takes self-application and a hearsay. Yeah, man. And a hearsay. Now, we're going to look at the communal speech as sovereignty. In every village, every island, every diaspora, the communal tongue becomes the living parliament of the people. Yeah, man. The speech itself was ceremony, a declaration of unity, a reaffirmation of belonging. The colonizers' grammar could not contain the spiritual syntax of the West Indian soul. That's why them used to love we, them used to come attach themselves to we, and then them pollute we, spoil we. Now them detest we, because them say them want our location. Them want our location. But first them become friend we and go on like them like we and all of these things. So without clarity, I don't know what happened to most of it. Really. Really don't know without clarity. Now, the eternal resonance, the continuum endures. The West Indian tongue is not a relic, but a living covenant between ancestors and descendants. Its rhythm is the proof of survival. Its melody, the proclamation of sovereignty. To speak West Indian is to say, we are the rhythm that empire could not erase, never erase. Yeah, man. And them energy that we kind of bring forward, you know? Yeah, man. And you know, I always create some, you know, yeah, Trinity of Sovereign Speech, the West Indian paradigm, the foundation of ancestral continuity, the usurpation of the tongue, the exposure of colonial theft, the hidden continuum, again, the hidden continuum, the eternal rhythm of survival and unity. Together they form a ceremonial archive of the House of Dallas, our work in their nation. Again, we are so complete gratitude, you know. Now, when we say West Indian paradigm, the foundation of ancestral continuity, usurpation of tongue, the exposure of colonial theft, the hidden continuum, the eternal rhythm of survival and unity. You have a lot of people out there talk West Indian now, and them choose to ignore this location. I see them in a TikTok now. Me hear some guys that are just like all the FBA type or sissy type of ones them, condescending. Me hear me there in a chat over there. And hear one of them condescending type brother that will feel like he's more educated than the rest of people in the group. Totally a shut down a woman and I tell her say she not qualified for something. I went in there on the platform still, you know. But because for them thing, I now got it disrupt it. I mean, I have time for waste to listen to dance people. God, want to talk a lot of mess, but tell them if to stand up and defend or even project on a sovereignty publicly. Only some pussy. That's why I don't listen to them and I don't want to associate with them. Clown that. Because them will pretend not to know me when them know everything. And we declare sovereignty around here. We declare West Indian heritage. We declare our work, and we do it. We are the foundation. Yeah, man, we are the ascension. We are the resurrection. And then some on a little cross-dressing gay boy and gay girl. On have a little groupies. On running on things. On want to be maroon no more. On want to be conscious community no more. On want to be all of these other nonsense things. But when we stand up as West Indian and go through the adversity of fire to defend this position, pussy, on running without showing respect. On running and running them out like on done anything. Listen, on going to have to go through that fire, believe it or not. On going to have to face that test, and we're going to have to go see what kind of West Indian most are. Whether even exists in the Caribbean is. Now can stay in the slave commercial US area and purport nothing at all. One can't do it, we not acknowledge it. None are not credible. Not one are is credible. So I'm gonna disavow burn on to on core until pay attention to truth and show respect and honor to ones where pave the way. Because not do nothing. Right now, is a problem. Because say a citizen, yet want the Indian. How that gonna work? Dummies. How? Anyway, I said my piece. And I can rest my case. So again, I'll just leave it right there. And said to whom it may concern, yeah man. Who the cap fit wear it. Yeah man. A truth we are dealing with. When they have a beg partner, beg friend from some little cross-dressing people who want to hide behind keyboard and hide at the house and want to drive with license and registration and good proper, good proper citizen slave. And then you want to teach your own mothers out there, little sissies. We don't have nothing for them. We don't know nothing about them. Until you know, humble yourself and show respect, we are sending up another harlot. We are teaching how to scam other people out there. Cause that's what we know, that's what we've been doing, and we can't change. And then we stop condescending and talk like say we're better than the common people who want to learn. My fire burn on a sodomite. When I forgot up under the harlot, but bring honor and phone kind in the earth. We're going to line up and wipe on out of this place. Sending up a live with a colonizing masters, because all on is agents, saboteurs. We don't have nothing to do with them now. And so say, me there out here from that time till now, and not one of no pussy can come stand in front of me. When I come in on a group chat, and I hide like some sodomite, like the pussies that is hide. And then bully some little, young girls or empress type of girls or whatever these women call themselves. But I say, yeah, bully the woman condescendingly like you is more educated than everybody when I some private white boy rape on sodomize on and put you in a secret group and make you feel special and show on the books information where we still not have no clarity on. And when I come across a man like me, where not initiated in a phone of fuckery, I man putting it to shame and then decapitate on a nasty clatter. Lit on the bloodline of fire, erase it from our memory. Fire burn to the core, brawling. It's only the sovereign can express himself this way with truth. Check out them, man. Check if I lie, me I tell them, man. Go look in at TikTok and see how much of them I say them are West India. Ask them what them there 10 years ago. Ask the post of them for present information. Them a stand up for what them a talk about. Tell them to present a court case where them going to court for the right to be free, for the right for say sovereignty, for the right to be a West Indian. Tell them for show documents. Not them are going to court because them a pedophile or them a car thief or them a all kind of criminal. None of that. That's why I said them not have no credibility, them not have no validity. Fire burn them to them court. Run them now. Anyway, complete gratitude out there unapologetically. Unapologetically. Fire burn. Don't run. Don't run. Do not run. Fire burn.